The average Upwork client spends $5,000 a year on the platform. The average Fiverr buyer spends $318. That's not a difference in fees, that's a difference in business model. And the freelancer who's asking which platform should I choose, they are asking the wrong question, because the answer changes everything about how much you take home, how long your contracts last, and which clients you'll actually attract. Today, I will show you the real numbers from both platforms, the fees that nobody calculates properly, and the hidden costs that actually decide what you keep. The reputation systems that punish or reward you, and by the end, a verdict on which platform fits which type of freelancer. Backed by my own $500,000 earned across one of these two platforms. I've been in the Google Ads game for 14 years. I'm top 1% rated globally as a freelancer, expert vetted, $500,000 in earnings. I've spent serious time inside both platforms, and here is the honest version about which one to choose. So, 9 minutes, the fee maths that nobody runs properly really, let's be honest, and the two structural differences that decide your career. And the verdict. So guys, let me start with the part that most freelancers don't know. Upwork has 18 million registered freelancers and roughly 800,000 active clients. Fiverr, on the other hand, has around 380,000 sellers and 3.4 million active buyers. Read those numbers again or listen to them. Upwork has 43 freelancers competing for every single client. Fiverr has 9 buyers per seller. That's the inversion that decides the platform's economics. On Upwork, the supply is enormous. Demand is selective. To win, you need to stand out. Proposals, profiles, badges, history. The platform's design rewards depth. On Fiverr, on the other hand, supply is limited. Demand is high. Buyers come to you, they browse gigs, they click order. The platform's design rewards breadth and width. More gigs, more categories, more searchable surface area. Two platforms, two opposite maths problems. Two different definitions of what winning actually means. So guys, if you're choosing between them based on which has better tutorials on YouTube, or which interface looks cleaner, or which one that your friend uses, you're missing the only question that actually matters. Which side of that imbalance helps you? Now, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't talk about money. Properly this time. Upwork changed its fee structure in May 2025, my birthday month as it goes. The old system was tiered. 20% on the first $500, 10% up to $10,000, and 5% above that. And guess what? Most freelancers love that because long-term clients drop to the 5% fee from Upwork. However, the new system that Upwork has is variable. 0 to 15% depending on category, contract complexity, and demand. Most freelancers, in practice, pay around 10%. Contracts started before May 2025, they're grandfathered at the old flat 10% rate, just for note. Fiverr's structure is considerably simpler. 20% on every order, every category. No tiers, no volume discount, no exceptions. They take 20% on tips as well, believe it or not. Now run the maths. On a $500 project, Upwork at 10%, you keep $450. Fiverr at 20%, you keep $400. $50 difference. On a $10,000 project, Upwork, you keep $9,000. On Fiverr, you keep $8,000. $1,000 difference on one single contract. Most creators pretend that these fees are similar, and guess what? They're not. At any meaningful project size, Upwork's fee structure is materially better. But the fee is only half the story, because Upwork has connects and Fiverr doesn't. Connects are Upwork's pay-to-play system. Every proposal that you submit costs a number of connects. 15 cents each. A typical job in 2026 costs around 16 to 20 connects to bid. That's $2.40 per proposal. Competitive jobs run 30, 40, 50 connects, closer to $5 a bid. If your proposal to reply rate is 20%, you're spending around $12 to get one client conversation. If your reply to hire rate is 1 in 4, that's around $50 in bidding costs to win one contract. Fiverr has no connects. Listing a gig, well, it's free. And the buyers, they come to you. There's more of them. That sounds like Fiverr wins this round. But it doesn't, because Fiverr has its own version of the pay-to-play system. It's called Fiverr Ads. Well, what's Fiverr Ads? It's a pay-per-click promoted gig system that pushes your gig to the top of search results. Daily budget, click-based, only available to established sellers with strong history, and metrics on the platform. The mechanics are different, but the cost is real. So both platforms charge you for visibility. Upwork, that charges you per proposal. Fiverr, that charges you per click. Different mechanism, same outcome. Neither platform is free to scale on. The honest difference between them, Upwork Connect's cost is guaranteed. You pay before you know if you'll win. Fiverr's ad cost is performance-based. You only pay when somebody clicks. And that 100% is a structural advantage for Fiverr. At the early seller stage, when cash flow is tight, that is an advantage. Guys, just pause for 1 second. If you're already on one of these platforms and the numbers I just walked through don't match what you've experienced, you're either on the wrong platform or running it wrong, drop the platform you're on in the comments. Upwork, Fiverr, both, and I'll know which video to make next. Here's where the platforms actually diverge. Upwork has hourly payment protection. You log your time through the desktop app, you take screenshots, add memos, and Upwork guarantees you get paid up to a defined cap per client relationship. If the client refuses to pay you, Upwork pays you anyway. Fiverr has nothing in relation to the equivalent because Fiverr has no hourly contracts. Everything is fixed price, paid up front into escrow, released after delivery. That sounds even on the surface, but it isn't. The difference matters when work goes wrong. On Upwork, if a client disputes your hours, Upwork's algorithm makes a call based on your tracker data. Fiverr, on the other hand, they have no such process. You rely on their own internal support system. And, well, their platform's incentive is pretty much with the buyer, not with the seller. Both platforms hold money in escrow, both pay you eventually, but Upwork's hourly protection is genuinely the strongest structural feature either platform offers freelancers in terms of protection. And it's the reason that serious agencies and consultants build their career on Upwork. Payouts also favor Upwork. Hourly contracts bill weekly, funds arrive 10 days later. New Fiverr sellers wait 14 days for clearance. Top-rated Fiverr sellers drop to 7. You're still waiting a week. Upwork's cash flow is faster once you're in the rhythm and in the cycle. But another thing that works completely differently. Reputation works the opposite ways on the two platforms. Now, Upwork uses Job Success Score, often labeled JSS. It's calculated daily across 6, 12, and 24 months windows. Anything below 80% tanks your search visibility completely. 90% and above unlocks top rated. The badges go up from there. Expert vetted at the top. I'm expert vetted. The Upwork team actually vet you personally. Now, Fiverr uses levels. New seller, level 1, level 2, top rated, pro. Progression is tied to order volume ratings and response rate. Top rated and pro require manual review by Fiverr themselves. You can hit every metric and still wait months for the badge. Two systems, two different things that they reward. Upwork's JSS rewards consistent performance over time. Fiverr's levels rewards volume and consistency at the same time. And guys, the brutal honesty, both systems punish you hard for a few bad contracts. JSS drops fast and recovers slowly. Fiverr levels can be stripped if your metrics dip. Reputation in both platforms is a long game and not a sprint. Right, the verdict. I've spent the last 7 minutes giving you the numbers fairly, and now I'm going to tell you what they actually mean for me. I've earned $500,000 on Upwork. I haven't earned that on Fiverr. So, when I tell you which platform I think is structurally better for serious freelancers, I'm not guessing. I'm telling you which one matched what I do and which one the maths consistently favors. The honest answer is Upwork is the better platform for the work that I do, and probably for the work that most people watching this video are doing. $5,000 average client spend versus $318 per year. Variable fees that average out cheaper than Fiverr's flat 20. Hourly payment protection that Fiverr structurally cannot offer. Faster payouts. A reputation system that rewards depth rather than just volume. If your work is consultative, strategy, marketing, development, anything where the client benefits from working with the same person for months on end, Upwork wins every time. The buyers there are already shopping for what you sell. Fiverr wins on one specific category: defined, repeatable, productizable services where the buyer doesn't need a relationship. Think about things like maybe logo design, voiceover, translation, maybe short form video editing. I don't know, but things that you can package. If your service fits in a fixed package and the maths works at volume, Fiverr is structurally fine and is a platform that you should probably use. But for everybody else, and that's what most freelancers building real careers are, Upwork is the better long-term bet. The data backs it up. My career literally backs it up. I've lived it. The fees back it up. The protection backs it up. But do you know what? The smart move isn't Upwork or Fiverr. It's Upwork as your main platform and Fiverr as a top-up funnel with productized offers if you've got one that fits that model. But if you're choosing one and you're committing, I choose Upwork every time. The data isn't subtle. And if you're feeling a little bit lost with this, platforms, Upwork, Fiverr, Contra, some of the others, then I've put together a document below that is going to help you make the correct decision. It's a one-page PDF with 6 questions that decide which platform fits your service. The fee maths laid out clearly and the niche fit table. The link is in the description. Pick the platform that fits the work, not the platform that fits the hype. So there's my verdict. You get to choose whichever one you want, but Upwork is the standout for me. Now, I've mentioned in this video a few times about hourly contracts and how you are protected. You are protected, but go and watch this video here that explains a few different concepts, but also how hourly contracts trap your freelancing career. My name's Michael Elliott. I'll catch you in the next one.